so what are the 12 foundations of the quantum key method, and what am I actually going to learn in this training? So as you know, we have 12 foundational skills that we teach in this training. It's quite comprehensive. Not only do you learn each of the skills individually, but you'll also learn how to integrate and mesh them together to work with your clients. Starting with quantum physics and the quantum laws, you'll understand the science behind the spirituality. We go into laws and concepts such as the observer effect. We go into quantum resonance, quantum entanglement, and really understanding what's happening at a scientific level when we start to utilize these more transformational tools and understand these deeper concepts. We'll then go into the energy centers to understand an age-old recipe for creating change in a person's life and achieving balance. So going through each of the core energy centers, understanding what unbalances them, what balances them, and how to essentially align our entire energy system. We then go through the levels of consciousness so that you'll learn how to meet your clients where they're at. Everyone is operating from a different level of consciousness. And a part of influence communication and being a great coach is really understanding how to level with the person that you're working with, how to meet them at their level, and how to understand exactly what they need to move forward in their life. A lot of the times, if we're working with a person in a certain level of consciousness and we try to give them the wrong teachings, then it'll just go straight over their head and it won't help them. So this is especially prominent and valuable when you're working with clients one-on-one, but also when you're speaking in groups and crowds and running events to understand the people that you're working with. We then go into the universal laws. So understanding the 12 universal laws and really what governs and dictates the physical reality that we live in. Now, these laws are permanent, they cannot be changed, so it's best that we understand them and learn how to navigate life's waters using these laws to our favor. Going through things such as the law of vibration, the law of rhythm, the law of attraction, the law of inspired action, law of polarity, and much more, and understanding how to merge them into our coaching and really just get a better understanding of the events that are occurring in our life and our clients' lives, and understanding what might be happening that can help us to move through those times in our life. We then go into some of the more transformational therapies and transformational tools. First off being hypnotherapy. So one of the most transformational modalities truly impacted my life and my brother's life. And one of the fastest, most rapid ways to create change in a person's life is using hypnotherapy. Reason being is because it works with the subconscious mind and goes into the root cause of why we have certain experiences, behaviors, and emotions in our life. So not only are you going to learn a range of different scripts and processes that you can use step by step with your clients, and these scripts have been tried and tested on thousands of people. They have been refined and they do work perfectly to create a transformation. Not only will you learn those scripts, but you'll also learn the fundamentals of hypnotherapy. You'll also learn how to lead a hypnotherapy session without a script. You'll also learn how to tailor your sessions to an individual. So when you are working with a client and you understand what they need, you can just create a hypnotherapy script on the fly. This is, in our opinion, what makes a great coach and a great facilitator, is someone that can work without a textbook. We'll also be going into breathwork. You'll learn over 21 different styles of breathing from all over the world. There are 3 main types that we work on. We have activation style breathwork, which is really good trauma releasing breathwork. You're activating breathwork. This is really good for moving through emotions and for helping to release trapped emotions in the body, and also to work through trauma and things that are stuck in the nervous system. We also go through balanced breathwork, so coherence breathing, balancing the left and right hemispheres, and also creating coherence between the brain and the heart, really good for focus during the day. And then relaxation style breathing, which is all about tapping into the parasympathetic nervous system. So learning how to relax, to switch your body off into rest and digest, to repair, to recover, and to heal. And throughout all 3 of these sections of breathwork, we weave in what's called functional breathing and the science behind breathing. Now, it's easy to learn these activation style breaths, but to be able to integrate that in a safe way, in a trauma-informed way, is just as important. So we teach you the science behind breath and how to increase longevity in your life utilizing certain breath techniques and understandings, and how to safely practice the breath work as well. You'll also learn energy healing, what we call quantum energy healing. So if you're familiar with energy healing, fantastic. This will be like a next level 2.0 for you. We go into concepts such as traditional energy healing and symbols, and then expand on that even further and touch into some aspects of energy testing and muscle testing, long distance healing, remote healings, and a range of different tools that you can use to use the energy healing on yourself and your own space and your environment, but also on your clients. And then how to weave the energy healing into your sessions. So you're not just using it as a standalone tool, but you're actually combining it with the rest of the stuff you learn as well. And then the staple, as we call it, meditation. So one of the most staple and powerful tools that we have is meditation. You'll learn, again, over 21 different styles of meditation from all over the world, including Zazen meditation, loving kindness, metta meditations, and a range more. And you'll be able to facilitate groups and one-on-ones as well. So this is really a foundational skill that you have to develop to be able to facilitate, whether it's a group or a single session, and hold space for people individually. So you'll learn all about the brain, the different brainwave states, and how they correlate to different states of meditation, and essentially learn how to use the meditation with the other skills as well. We're then going to go into somatic coaching and somatic intelligence. This is the science of working with the body and understanding the mind-body connection and how to release trapped emotions from the nervous system. Now, in most cases, there is a link to what we're experiencing in the physical world, an injury, a disease, an ailment, or an issue physically, to something emotional, spiritual, mental, or psychological. And so you'll understand a comprehensive link between what's happening physically and metaphysically and what might be causing that issue. You'll learn how to find the root cause of an issue and do a somatic clearing process for your clients as well. We then dive into aspects of the subconscious mind, learning all about the unconscious, the superconscious, and the subconscious mind, and how it controls well over 95% of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and therefore dictating our reality. Again, the fastest way to create a change is working with the subconscious, so we'll learn all of the aspects that we need to understand about the mechanism that is the subconscious mind and how to influence the subconscious and create change in the subconscious. We then go into neuroscience-based coaching. So very popular form of coaching these days, okay, working with the brain and understanding how to repattern and reprogram the synaptic or the neural connections in our mind and to create rapid and lasting change. A range of tools and activations that you'll learn to be able to do this for your clients, as well as habit stacking, neuroplasticity, pattern interrupts, anchoring, and a range of tools to use with your clients and also in your own life as well. And last but not least, we have traditional life coaching and life coaching models. So learning how to communicate, influence, and lead a person is just as important as understanding the scripts and the tools and the processes, right? We need to understand how to actually structure a coaching session to take a person from A to B to C, to understand that person, to audit their life and understand where they are right now and what they need to move forward with. So you will learn how to do a life audit process, a vibrational awareness process to help them understand where they're at in life. You'll learn about a discovery process and get all the tools and structures you need to actually lead a coaching session and get incredible results for your clients. So those are the 12 foundations of the Quantum Key method. Obviously, there is infinite amounts more information in the course itself when you do the training, and you can have a read down below on the page again with a little bit more info as to what's included in each of them and what you'll learn. But rest assured that you're not only going to learn them individually and master them individually, you'll also learn how to integrate them together and use them together.